Welcome to Neglected Nuggets. You've been fed the polished, textbook version of history. But what about the fragments they left on the cutting room floor? The artifacts that don't fit, the texts that vanished, the whispers that still echo from a past we're not supposed to question. Here we dig up the overlooked, the forbidden, and the flat-out bizarre. Lost civilizations that built impossible things, ancient accounts of visitors from the sky, cover-ups buried deeper than Atlantis itself. If official history is the meal, these are the breadcrumbs nobody wanted you to taste. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because some truths have been neglected for far too long. This is Neglected Nuggets.
What if life on Earth isn't an accident, but a project? A project that resets time and time again to make way for the next. Civilizations that rise, argue about politics, invent TikTok dances, and never notice the code running beneath it all. The universe is fine-tuned to an absurd degree for life. Change gravity by 1 part in 10 to the 40th, and poof. No stars, no planets, no you. Consciousness appears out of nowhere in a universe that supposedly runs on blind particles. Ancient structures we still can't explain. Myths across every culture talking about gods who came from the sky and tweaked humanity like software. From Sumeria to the Dogon to the Maya, they all remembered sky visitors who gave us the seeds and taught us to grow. We called it myth. What if it was memory? What if humanity isn't the pinnacle of evolution, but the harvest? And right now, in 2025, we're finally smart enough to read the barcode they left in our cells. Who wrote the first line of code that became you? If life on Earth was deliberately planted by an extraterrestrial intelligence, everything changes. What if I told you that the most advanced spaceships in the universe aren't ships at all? They're rocks, plain, ordinary asteroids. But inside those rocks sleeps the most resilient, intelligent, and ancient form of interstellar technology ever conceived. Fungi, mycelium networks that can survive absolute zero hard vacuum and thousands of years of radiation. Then wake up and terraform an entire planet. Today we're going deep, really deep into one of the wildest but surprisingly plausible theories in ancient astronaut research. That an elder civilization, billions of years ago, engineered fungi into living arc seeds, loaded them onto asteroids, and fired them across the galaxy like biological bullets. And some people who claim contact say the aliens are still watching, waiting for us to prove we're mature enough to inherit the same technology. Buckle up. This one's going to blow your mind. Why fungi? The perfect interstellar survivor. Let's start with the single biggest problem of interstellar travel. You're not just crossing distance, you're crossing time. Even at 1% of the speed of light, the nearest star is 400 years away. Any crew, any electronics, any chemical fuel, everything degrades. But fungi laugh at that timeline. Here's what we already know from real science. Fungal spores can survive in open space for at least 18 months, proven on the ISS exterior. Some species produce melanin that absorbs radiation and converts it into chemical energy, literally eating cosmic rays the same way plants eat sunlight. Melanized fungi were found thriving inside the Chernobyl reactor, growing toward the radiation. And last but not least, spores can remain viable for tens of thousands, possibly millions, of years in cold, dry conditions. Now imagine an advanced civilization that's had a billion-year head start on us. They take naturally tough terrestrial fungi, gene edit, or whatever post-biological tech they use, to make them even hardier. Add self-repairing DNA, quantum-resistant proteins, maybe even synthetic organelles, and turn them into the ultimate panspermia payload. And now, why asteroids make the perfect cosmic couriers. Think about every weakness of a traditional spacecraft. Needs constant energy, needs radiation shielding, which weighs a ton, needs navigation and course correction. And its single point of failure: if the hull breaches, game over. An asteroid delivery solves all of that. It has meters rock that block cosmic rays better than any gold-coated hull. It also needs no propulsion after launch. You just give it one good kick with a mass driver or nuclear propulsion and it coasts forever. At least until it reaches a certain address. It requires zero maintenance. The mycelium is in cryptobiosis, essentially a spore coma, until it detects water, gravity, or organic compounds. It also travels in complete stealth. Looks exactly like the trillions of other rocks out there. No heat signature, no radio chatter. And when it finally reaches its destination, it has a planetary defense bypass. When it hits an atmosphere at 20 to 70 kilometers per second, the outer layers ablate away like a natural meteor. But the protected core survives and rains fungal spores across an entire hemisphere. You're not building one off. You're building a billion of them. Shotgun approach. Some get eaten by stars. Some work perfectly. That's how you seed an entire galaxy without breaking the bank or the laws of physics. The engineering. How would they actually do it? Picture this. A 500-meter iron-nickel asteroid gets hollowed out in layers. Outermost layer, natural regolith armor. Next, water ice mixed with complex organics. Inner chambers, engineered mycelium mats woven around pockets of nutrients, and engineered bacteria. Think synthetic lichen on steroids. Very center, a crystalline memory core encoded with the civilization's knowledge that would lay dormant and emerge as humanity matures. When the asteroid impacts a suitable ocean world, the heat of entry triggers spore germination. Mycelium explodes outward through cracks, meets liquid water, starts breaking down rock into soil. Within decades, you have continents covered in fungal mats that are oxygenating the atmosphere, concentrating metals, and prepping the ground for more complex life to come. It's a self-deploying terraforming kit. Ancient rock art in Africa dated 7,000 to 9,000 years old shows figures holding mushrooms with bee faces, classic high-dose psilocybin visual. The cherry on top? Several species of psilocybin mushrooms are native to Africa. Exactly where Homo sapiens emerged. What if these ancient aliens wanted to keep an eye on their children? Now, here's where it gets personal. Dozens of alleged contactees and abductees, across completely unrelated cases, report the exact same strange message. Billy Meyer alleges he was told humanity is not yet ready to join the galactic community because we're too warlike and spiritually immature. Alex Collier in the 90s claims the Andromedans said we are descendants of multiple ancient refugee civilizations and that Earth was seeded intentionally, but we've been held back until we prove we won't export violence. Sixto Paz Wells repeatedly says, beings from beyond communicate that humanity was created as gardeners of the galaxy, but we've forgotten our mission. And one of the most famous instances, the 1994 Zimbabwe school encounter where 62 children claim of being communicated telepathically that we are destroying the planet and that we are supposed to take care of it. Notice the pattern? They never say you're too primitive technologically. They say you're not mature enough, as if technology is being deliberately withheld until we grow up. And if the ancient method of colonization was fungal asteroids, then giving a violent adolescent species the ability to fire planet-busting mycelial rocks at 1% light speed would be catastrophic. Which brings me to the responsibility of inheritance, the big twist that keeps me up at night. What if the same elder civilization that seeded life here is now waiting for one of their seeded worlds to finally produce a species worthy enough to take over the mantle of the seeding program itself? Imagine it. Humanity finally achieves global peace, masters fusion, starts terraforming Mars with, guess what, genetically enhanced fungi. And one day we detect an ancient beacon in the void of space. We go out there and find a billion-year-old asteroid arc with a message. Congratulations, you've graduated. Here are the keys. Go take care of the garden. We become the caretakers. We become the ancient astronauts. Is this all just wild speculation? Maybe. But every piece I just laid out, fungal survival in space, directed panspermia, asteroid propulsion, the contactee message pattern, each one stands on its own scientific or testimonial merit. When you put them together, it starts to feel less like fantasy and more like a puzzle we're not supposed to solve until we're ready. The package has been delivered. The interview is almost over. The only question left is what we do with the inheritance. Do we keep fighting over the furniture? Or do we finally grow up, look up at the night sky, and start acting like the caretakers we were engineered to become? If you feel that pull in your chest right now, that strange ache that says there has to be something more, congratulations. That's the upgrade still working. You are not a cosmic accident. You are a seed that was planted on purpose. Now bloom or burn. The galaxy is watching.